I love coming home after a hard day's work to fantasy worlds and demons and dragons and whatever the fuck this thing is. A place where you're not constantly reminded and beat over the head with modern day this, that, culture war shit, gender, ideology, wokeness, politics, meh.
So I'm non-binary.
A place where your uncle can't touch you. What a wonderful escape us gooners can enjoy in, video games, you know, a game for men where the main focus is looting and killing and sexy women. You know, gamers want hardcore fantasy, action, role-playing, escape from the shit sandwich people eat every day. Fuck, I need more caffeine. Dragon Age. Now that, you know, the topic's dead and dry and nobody's talking about it, it's time for me to talk about the entire shit show in great length, because I love watching the shit unfold and everybody just collectively shit their panties, throw rocks at each other. Now, I say all this and I preface this. I'm not a Dragon Age fan. It's not my thing. I didn't grow up with it. I didn't play it. I probably have about like 20 minutes in whatever one with the red cover was, because it looked cool, bro. It looked rad. You know, the cover sold me. I think I saw some trailers. I don't know when the fuck that shit came out, but this isn't it, Chief. I don't know who the fuck they think they're marketing towards, but like, I could be wrong, since moms joined the gamer field playing Candy Crush on level 8,420. But last time I checked, we, generalizing gamers here, don't want this.
Pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
what are you doing?
Pulling above.
The same way we didn't want Saints Row, Dustborn Concord, all that different, doesn't matter. These companies are fucking dumb. Like, the most insane shit I've witnessed in marketing and demographic shifts. It's Jaguar. If you look at what Jaguar said, and I read this recently, their switch to this gay pink dildo, they have factored in a loss of 85% of their current client base. Maybe that's just because they're all 94. But this is the way I think these companies are working. It's not that they're woke. It's that they're retarded. And I mean suckling a fucking spoon of honey, just drooling. Like, who the fuck is their demographic? I know what it is. It's motherfuckers that hate grums. And I mean, like, in like a biblical sense, they wake up and they just seize the fact that he fucking exists on this planet. And they don't even buy the shit anyway. But this is, it all comes back to like the fact that these games take years to release. There's gotta be some corporate fuckery happening where they just go, I don't want any money, bro. One of the big things is when I saw, whatever this bitch's name is, Sophia Norowitz, play and create her character, and she goes through the fucking sliders for the tatas, and it just doesn't even fucking change. It's just like mosquito bumps to like inflamed tumors. Like I remember when Saints Row 2 really shaped who I am as a person, and my expectations for fun in a video game. Now, when you boot into fucking Saints Row, you have this triangle, this perfect triangle of character customization, where you can make just the most disgusting creature. Just this jacked homunculi, or this twig with just bolt-ons. It was amazing. Just fucking beautiful. But now we have this, where everybody's just so afraid of just making a decision and being fucking wrong on Twitter. So what do? They do the safe thing, and everybody mocks them on Twitter. These fucking retards need to go back to school and be taught by Zoomers with fucking broccoli haircuts how to run a business. Like, you can see how wonderful of a fucking game this shall be, because they canceled all the DLC and expansions and shit just days after Steam went, you're gonna have to refund people if you cancel shit and you can't, make promises. The industry is burning, people. It's burning. Elon Musk isn't gonna save it either. Fucking AI slop nonsense. You know how you make a game? Listen, I was gonna make a video about the Elon shit, but just here it is in 4 seconds. If he really wanted to impact the gaming industry, he didn't need to label it AI. He should have just went, I'm gonna make a gaming company and we're gonna make some good shit. Ignore the fucking AI, bro. We don't need it. I'm not against it. It's a fucking marketing gimmick at this point. All right, next topic. Cringe dialogue. This is a good section. You're gonna want to go back to 2010 and get your seatbelt belt and buckle that shit in. So I did see compilation videos of all the woke stuff, and I was thinking we'd just watch it through, but I'm not going to subject myself to 20 minutes of that nonsense, and I'm not going to do it to you either. So if you appreciate that, please, subscribe, drop a like, comment, something, man. I'd help a brother out. Nah, cut that. Who gives a shit? Listen, dude, with all the woke games out there in general, shit fucking sandwiches gamers have eaten in the past years, there's no shortage of just this cringe dog shit theater dork shove your head in a fucking locker dialogue, and I didn't think we'd see anything really top Saints Row. And that includes the, did I just move this with my freaking mind, Marvel MCU humor that has just fucking paralyzed the industry. And I'm ignoring anything from Dustborn because that's just fucking political propaganda. So we're just gonna go through a bunch of bookmarks that I have. So first we're gonna look at the writer of this masterpiece, right? This Laura Kate Dale. She's on Blue Sky. Right away, if you look at this profile picture, I'm not really sure what to say. This is what they actually look like. So, yeah, this is a person. Listen, I don't really give a fuck what they look like. What a fucking dork. So they got approved to work on Dragon Age, right? It's been in secret for 4 years, and I am so excited to finally be able to tell you I'm in the credits. Yeah, so I mean, this is a writer, and Madam Savvy here. Yeah, this is just a weirdo. I mean, I'm taking that all just from looking at them. By the way, this could be a great individual, a great person. But stereotypes exist for a reason, and when you see the cringe dialogue and you look at this fucker's face, you can put the fucking pieces together, bro. Just boop. So this is also apparently the person that got mad at Super Smash Bros. For having a disability slur in the lyrics because the Japanese character said something in Japanese and it sounded like retarded. And she got a little upsetty spaghetti because of that. So this is the type of person that just gets upset. And this is an accessibility consultant, which means they get a fuck ton of money to just go, you're not allowed to say retarded. Quote the retarded person. Listen, I have a letter from the government that says I have a brain injury and, 100% disability. So I can say that. I have my R-word card. Let's continue. Bro, you thought Saints Row was bad. About the gangsters complaining about the $300 waffle maker and shit like that.
You know what would make it smell even better?
Hey, man, if you want a $300 waffle maker, you can buy it with the exposure the idols pay you in.
This fucking game has a thieves guild that doesn't steal. They don't steal, dude. They don't even steal from the rich and give it to the poor. It's not very progressive of them. But let's find out more. Rook, I'd appreciate if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts unless Blera tells you it's okay. Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves. I mean, aren't you though? Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten runes and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. So that's, if you don't know, a nod against like museums and the English. Because they would collect artifacts and preserve them in a museum. So they didn't get smashed. I wonder, why that would be important or like why we would want to do that. But yeah, apparently that's wrong. I know. Fucking morons. Bro, and then look at the trigger warnings. Like, this is a fucking game that has way too many trigger warnings. Now let me ask you, is this fucking M-rated game, bro? This is a mature game for violence, blood, sexual themes, nudity, and strong language. Thieves don't steal, and there are trigger warnings. Dude, it's fine that you're a pussy, and I'm glad these things are there for you, so you don't piss your panties. But I hold the right to make fun of you. I don't care. Let's, blood warning, violence warning, suicide warning, abuse warning, drug warning, sex warning, transphobia warning. So many warnings. Why are you playing an M-rated game? Now, I know some people will say, why can't they enjoy the things? And then I will reverberate what people have told me, especially about this game. That it's not for me. Did you think that the game about dragons and fucking knights and orcs and shit was about violence? It's not made for you, homie. It's not made for you. Go away. Close the door. See you later. Play the fucking the cozy games. The fucking dungeon anal fucking recipe simulator.
Thank you. So, I'm non-binary. What does that mean? It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
Okay, besides from just the utter cringe of the whole dinner scene, I have a fucking question, statement, observation, now that I've watched it again. The mom tries to fucking understand. No? Then why is she being a cunt about it? She says she doesn't understand, and she's like, why don't you accept me, Mom? Mommy! Please, Mommy! And the mom's like, I do, you stupid retard. Please listen to the words. But it's just so fucking dumb. All right, and here she is again saying some of my friends in Minnerothis talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin as a man, as a woman. Like, bro, just word it better. Be a better fucking person. We're like, okay. It's just fucking so bad. Okay, we got another one.
Sounds like your mother was hard on you. Nah, I think your fingers are just perfect.
Her fingers are perfect. Get it?
Yeah.
They're gonna finger blast each other.
Are you trying to have sex with me?
Wow.
Hadn't really thought that far ahead, but maybe?
Quick, think about us having sex.
People have criticized the growl thing, but it's a giant fucking ogre-like creature. I don't really
So
give a
now
fuck
we need to
about
figure
that.
out if it's cash lock or Tom lock.
I don't know what that means.
Those are...
Cash lock's just flirting. You look and make jokes and maybe think about him for fun. Tom lock is serious. Like you want to grab that and taste its neck right by the collarbone. So which is it?
She's obviously the big, butch, misunderstood, lesbian type creature, right? You know the type. Obviously, it's not they that. I don't fucking care, really. This is so fucking annoying to talk about. That's the thing, like, folks, I'm a fucking normie. I don't really give a fuck about this whole thing. Like, I can put it off to the side and worry about my fucking mortgage. My point is, where do these fuckers think they're gonna sell these games to? Like, they're addressing an entirely new generation by fucking just pissing all over their previous one. All right, this is gonna take forever, so we're gonna speed run some of this shit, right? Moon Studios CEO describes Dragon Age Veilguard writing as infantile and terrible. All right, let's. Moon Studios CEO describes the writing in BioWare's recent release, Dragon Age Veilguard, as infantile terrible. So, all right, that was fucking stupid. Some fucker said it was terrible. I don't care. That was dumb. This is another thing. Just fucking oof, bro. Oof is a fucking dialogue option. Why? These people are terrible. They're paid entirely too much. If they get a bran muffin and a banana as payment for this shit, it's too much. Give it to a homeless guy on the street.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know, so now you do.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Thank you for telling me. That's why we recruited them.
All right. No. We didn't cover the push-up scene where somebody gets fucking misgendered and then somebody's like, I gotta pull a barf, and they do fucking push-ups because it's faster than having an apology. Some reason. We're done with that section. Moving the fuck on. Another point is, like, people have compared this to me, I've seen, to Baldur's Gate 3, which is funny because neither are really my cup of tea for different reasons. I mean, for the most part, here's what you do, folks. This is why I never got into Game of Thrones, is because the only people that brought it up to me and, you know, sold me on it, their only point was that you could fuck people or you could see their tits or this, you know, something sexual. And I dude, if that's your fucking selling point, I'm not interested. I'm not. Because that's what I've been told. That's basically what I've seen. Now, would I, like, both to me, have been advertised as a fuck simulator, pretty much. You know, you could romanticize people and this, that, and the other thing. What the fuck is that noise? I mean, like, both have their gay moments. Like, obviously, you can fuck a bear. But this Dragon Age just feels like somebody who's... Dragon Age, it honestly just feels like you're being bullied by somebody's whose entire identity is based on a $12 fucking Amazon flag. Like Baldur's Gate 3, I can at least imagine myself playing. You know why? Because I'm not beaten over the head with bullshit, right? It's not a forced part of the fucking story, you know. It's got hotter characters. And I mean this in all honesty. Take big bitch number 1 and big bitch number 2. Who's hotter? Yeah. Like, combat, here's the thing, folks. And here's the main thing. I'm a combat guy. Like, I like games with, like, combat. I can press buttons and do things. I'd give it to Dragon Age over Baldur's Gate 3 because it's a turn-based thing. But it's not enough. It's not enough to get me to play that game. That's just it. And now we move on to the culture war because everything is a fucking culture war. Everything. I feel like I'm fucking Squidward, right? In the fucking SpongeBob episode about the future, and he's just just fucking trying to squeeze his own head hard enough that it fucking pops. It's just so fucking annoying. What the fuck is this guy talking about? I'm back. You didn't notice, but I had to go do some stuff. It's the next day, and I get to spend my time today bitching about the fucking culture war. I don't know how these motherfuckers do it. How do you guys fucking like talk about this shit every day, 18 times a day, and not want to fucking buy the 3 combo special from Amazon, the stool, the stool, the rope, and the fucking post-it note. All right, culture war, right? Dude, this is such an annoying topic, right? That Saudi Arabia couldn't even be bothered to deal with this game, dude. It got banned. How do you get a game banned in like Saudi Arabia, Africa, without it being like super fucking racist or some shit? I don't know. Like it seems insane. It seems insane that this is the conversation about video games anymore. Like, this guy says it perfectly right here. Mark, I feel like years ago, if I looked up Mark, dude, I feel like years ago, if I looked up a new game for gameplay on YouTube, I'd just get gameplay or Let's Plays. Now it's all just controversy and drama, and why is everything doomer and rage bait nowadays? So tiring. I'll tell you why, bro. Money and views. That's all it is. If speaking the truth and like other shit got more views than just spouting fucking nonsense, it'd get more views, bro. That's just what it is. People love hate content, dude, right? So it's got all these fucking thumbnails of, you know, Asmongold, Fleekazoid, some other motherfuckers. Like, I'll give them some credit here, buddy. You know, one, it is the algorithm. So it's, if that's what comes up, maybe you should look up something different. He's right, bro. He's right and wrong, bro. Just watch something else. Like, the reason these people get views and whatnot and more views is something we'll cover later, and it's something I like to call two retards throwing shit at each other. Right? Okay, so you got Skill Up doing a review
As I've matured in this job, I've become far more aware of how I talk about games, striving to do so in a way that is both critical and constructive. And so as I look back over this script, I really wish I had more constructive things to say. But the truth is, I don't, and I'm no good to anyone if I'm not totally honest about how I feel about a video game. I would again stress though that this is just my opinion, and I know there are people out there who do enjoy this video game, so my only ask is that in addition to watching this review, please go and seek out the more positive ones as well. Find people with whom this game resonated, because this game might resonate with you too. And as I've said many times before, I would hate for my take to deprive you of an experience that you might love.
Holy fucking shit! Did I just hear a rational fucking take about this shit? Motherfucker must be a milquetoast fence sitter. Must enjoy a post up his ass. I've been told that if you take the middle ground, that you're just a big of a fucking problem. This is why the culture war is fucking nonsense, because nobody can be a fucking adult. I swear, anybody that acts in a way, the way I've been talking about, if you've listened to me, which I appreciate so much, thank you for being here, is that there's a giant section of the adult gamer space that never grew the fuck up. Dude, you can call some shit dumb. You can call some shit, woke and annoying and this and that. But who gives a fuck? It's not for you. Because it's garbage. And it should be thrown in the trash. With the rest of these corporations. Because they don't know how to do anything. Because they're so afraid of risk and offending these people. So they just make the gayest shit imaginable. I don't know where I'm going with this shit. We're moving on from the fucking culture war. Okay, so the fucking all this shit is just so fucking forced. The clips I showed you earlier about the Barv and just being so emotionally cucked by the big fucking dragon bitch. Man, my beard looks like dog shit. That Park Place says BioWare allegedly discriminating against men and only hiring people who will parrot and embrace the ideology that higher-ups demand. A new rumor, motherfucker. No. We're done. We're not. No. I understand the grift. And I'm going to call it a grift because reasons. A new rumor. Bro. I get it. You're after the ad revenue. You get fucking all these people to retweet you and then they hold your word as fact. I get it. I do. It's just stupid. These are the same people that refuse to cover Grums in his game. They refuse to. They should. If they had any morals, dignity, fucking standing in what they say. Because that shit's grifting as fuck. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on from the culture war. We're done. All right. And because there's a culture war, there has to be some backlash. So let's talk about some backlash that happened. Now, my favorite roach of a person, Asmongold, he had some choice words on the game and probably made more money off of making videos, watching other people who made videos than this game made entirely. Bro makes fucking million views a second. Good shit. But his entire subreddit got fucking banned from the Reddit subreddit for Dragon Age. Now, I have something to say. Reddit is retarded. That's really the end of that. If that, I'm not doing any more research into this. If that is an official Dragon Age account, right, and they just ban fucking everybody, it really demonstrates my point that these fucking companies are absolutely brain dead retarded and they keep hiring the worst persons. worst persons, worst people for these jobs because they're so emotionally fucking attached to the flag they bought on Amazon. I know I made that joke earlier, but it's a good joke, so I'm doing it again. Next. In the same fashion, there was a Facebook post from Dragon Age, and if you had a laugh reaction, you got fucking banned. Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Rule number 5, laugh reacts banned. Laugh reacts will get you banned. We're not going to tolerate anyone laugh reacting to a personal post of someone when it's not meant to be funny and you're only laugh reacting because you're making fun of them or being a bigot. These people have no fucking chance at hell at ever proving that they don't deserve to take a Minecraft shower with a toaster. In game, of course. Right? So in the beginning, there was review copies. Now, I know the review shit was the line in the sand for a lot of this shit. I don't get why. There was a handful of creators. Here's the short and sweet of it. There was a handful of creators that were critical of Dragon Age in the early days. So they're claiming that because they were critical, they did not get a review copy. That was the line in the sand for a lot of these people. I could not give a fuck. That doesn't prove to me shit. No fucking shit. These companies aren't gonna want you as a reviewer to go out and say, hey, look, fucker, this $900 million fucking project is dog shit. Next, there was a fucking leak from Mr. Matty Plays about the fucking Dragon Age, the Veilguard review guidelines, right? Basically just saying, hey, if you're gonna review this game, toe the line, otherwise we're gonna kill you and your family and make your dog test lipstick. So, that got leaked, and the usual suspects ran with it. Like, they just fucking ran with it because if you ain't first, you're last, boy. Especially on Twitter, where fucking ad revenue is king. So they ran with this fake NDA, fake fucking guidelines and all of this for days. And then it was like, oh, I never said it was a leak and this, that, and the other thing. Like, they want to hate on this shit so fucking bad, and I get it. If you ain't first, you're last. Money and all that. You lose out. So, how can you take any of these people fucking seriously when this is the shit they're up to? Isn't this motherfucker supposed to be creating a game? Then this guy, Hypnotic, made this character with the cow disease thing, and it just looks ugly. And they're like, oh, look, we can create an actual trans person. And then it became this fucking shit on Twitter for like 5 days. And it's just like, grow the actual fuck up. Touch grass. Stick your dick in a glory hole. Get blown by a trucker. Something. Make somebody's day. Airbagged again is like, we should beat them to death. And then it's like, oh, how could we possibly fucking be taken seriously when we wish this guy would die because he created an ugly skin and made a joke? And then they're going like back and fucking forth because he's totally, I'm going fucking insane going over this shit still. He's totally right. They let him create the game. But it's just like the 12-year-old fucking attitude on Twitter to just fucking bitch and moan to each other. I don't know. Maybe I'm just easily irritated. No, that can't be it. Right? And then back to the review thing. Put this back in there. Right? There's this chick, Natalia Surinova, who apparently got banned because she made a criticism against the whole gender thing, but none of her tweets are in English, and my Duolingo score isn't that high, so I don't really give a fuck. Next. Proximo. right? And then there's this chick, Nori. I don't know. And she's like going back and she got banned from the EA Creator Play or some shit like that. And then she's going back and forth with the developer or the community manager. And how do you fucking wokies not see these people got to be the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet to just constantly tit for tat with these fucking people? Because you're just giving them more credibility. Because even if they're right, the fan base is retarded. So they follow and like everything that they do. It's a big circle jerk. So how do you not see that picking a fight with this bitch, which everybody's gassing her up? I'm not gonna say anything about looks and anything like that. No. Yeah, so they're just going tit for tat, and she's getting thousands of subscribers a day, and it's like, you guys got to be just so dumb to just keep doing this. Like that, it's just so funny that they can't help themselves. It's just a giant fucking ego trip. Theater kid mentality, like the bully has now become the bully. David Jaffe, the fucking God of War guy, is going after the redhead bitch, and she's like going tit for tat, and he calls her out, and he's just like, hey, you only have a spot because you're a female. I have a comment on that. People aren't gonna like it, but being a pretty face in a group of people that generally don't get laid helps. So close to being done with my notes, folks. It's a marathon, not a sprint in my videos, folks. I'll get to my point eventually. You know what? We're just gonna cut a lot of this short. So when it was time for reviews to roll out, all the Games Journal, the usual suspects, IGN, Gamer, this, that, and the other thing, gave it glorious reviews. Like, hilariously glorious. I'm talking 9s and 10s, 12s out of 10s, 8 stars, fucking 3 Michelin star shit. And then, like, a couple weeks later, they're coming out and saying a bunch of negative shit. Isn't that funny? Dragon Age the Veilguard is awkwardly in conflict with itself, torn into pieces that reflect a sequel to a decade-old RPG and a fresh beginning. I struggled with that one. With no ties to what came before. PC gamers, Dragon Age the Veilguard, why do your dog spawn look like this? Fucking weeks after the reviews went out, almost like they're bought and paid. Almost like these people's income is based on giving that hawk tour to these corporations, so they give them these fucking handouts. Because let's be fucking straight here. If IGN gives EA a bunch of bad reviews, right? 3s and 4s, 5s, 2s, and fucking 1s, they're not going to get the early copy reviews. There's not. So we're gonna move on. Game journalism. What a terrible fucking industry. So let's see what game journalism. What happened on the gaming journalism side? Besides from like the reviews and then going backwards on what they say. Let's see what some of them had to say here, folks. Dragon Age, the Veilguard, and the necessity of games journalism. Kotaku's saying Dragon Age has always been gay. And then you had Jason Schreier, who I fucking hate, who sat on Blizzard information about sexual assaults and this, that, and the other thing to write in this little fancy dancy little fucking gay little book. So his input on this whole thing was get woke, go broke, to the charts. So it had 100,000 players, which the right used it as a reason why it was shit. The left is using it for a reason why it's not. You see what I'm talking about, folks? It's just all fucking annoying. Jason Schreier says, I actually don't like the game very much, but I do like seeing you chuds get dunked on. This is the necessity of games journalism, folks. This is what people want to see. So then there was another one, right? The Aftermath says the Dragon Age review controversy shows how much YouTube and Twitter have poisoned video game discourse. Okay, so you got Twitter and all these fake fucking loser journalists who cancel fucking Super Smash Bros. For a Japanese word that somewhat sounds like retarded. And then you also have the left on the YouTube space going, hey, if you want to play as, a Nazi in a World War II historical simulator, you're a bad guy. Comparing orcs to black people because it's an easy fucking thing to go, hey, look, the ugly creatures that walk around on all fours and throw shit at each other remind me of black folks. How dare they? That discourse. And that's really it, folks. And that's the story of Dragon Age Veilguard. What a wonderful series of events it was, all leading up to the Game Awards. And people had some problems that somebody wasn't taken seriously. So Polygon says there was one big snub in the Game Awards nominations. Dragon Age the Veilguard, a game engineered to succeed at the Game Awards, did not. Probably because it's performative, fucking annoying mental retardation. It's just funny watching all this play out from the sidelines and just enjoying some popcorn, watching the left and the right freak the fuck out over a game they're both not playing. See, if there was no ad revenue in any of this shit, none of this would happen. Because then nobody would be playing it. The only people playing it would be reviewers, and they would call it bad. Or mid, whatever the fuck. That's how all these games are. They're just trash. But because there's some sort of political ideology behind it, they hold on to this shit. I don't understand. This shit is your personality now. Like, these fucking people, man, irritate the ever-living shit out of me. And I only talk about it because this is fun for me. Getting all worked up and hot and bothered is fun for me. I like trashing these people and their opinions on both sides. So, before this turns into another hour-long video, I just want to say, this game blows. It's annoying as fuck. And it feels like I'm getting beat over the head with some political fucking nonsense. Bro, you know how fucking bad this is? Is you can find every single one of these conversations on Twitter right now without fail. And you'd never be able to differentiate between like real life and the Dragon Age game. Because it's just so fucking annoying. I really don't know what else to say. If you like the video, please like, subscribe. I appreciate you joining me on this misadventure. If you don't mind, follow me around. Links are in the description and all that shit. Love you.